Have you ever noticed something strange? When you were lost, indisciplined, and focused, when you were wasting your time, people felt really comfortable around you. But the moment you start changing, the atmosphere changes too. The replies get colder, the energy feels different. Some people slowly disappear without ever explaining why. And for a long time, I thought people simply hate success. But the truth is, it's much deeper than that. But we grew up hearing things like real friends will always support you, the right people will stay, the people who love you will be happy for your growth. Sounds beautiful, very cinematic, very motivational, but human nature is far more uncomfortable than that. And because your evolution doesn't only change your life, it changes how other people see themselves. And that can quietly disturb people more than you think. But here's the strange part. Most people don't even consciously hate you. They just feel uncomfortable around what your growth reminds them of. And many of them will never realize it, by the way. The moment you become disciplined, focused, consistent, you become a mirror. And mirrors make people uncomfortable because your existence silently reminds them of the goals they abandoned, the excuses they keep repeating, the discipline they avoid, the potential they keep postponing. And you don't even need to say anything. You simply changing is enough. Imagine two friends for years, same habits, same lifestyle, same mindset, same rhythms of life. Then suddenly one of them starts changing. He starts training, reading more, become more calmer, more disciplined, more intentional, more spiritual, and the other person feels it immediately. Not necessarily because of jealousy in the dramatic way, but because the balance between them quietly breaks. And honestly, the most dangerous part isn't direct criticism. It's silent distance. The messages become shorter, the invitations slow down, the enthusiasm disappears. And nothing obvious happens, but you feel the shift. And this is where many people make a huge mistake. They shrink themselves to recreate their old version. They become less ambitious, less disciplined, less themselves. They just to feel accepted again. And honestly, that's tragic. Because sometimes people abandon the person they were becoming just to maintain relationships that only worked with their older version. You want an uncomfortable truth? There's some relationships were compatible with your stagnations, not your evolution. And that doesn't automatically make people evil. Sometimes you were simply aligned in a different chapter of life. But there's something even deeper happening. When you truly evolve, you force the people around you to make a choice. Grow with you or distance themselves to protect their mental comfort. And most human beings choose comfort. The human brain loves familiarity, even when familiarity is destroying them. But be careful, there's also a dangerous trap in this mindset. Because some people fall into this fantasy, everyone hates me because I'm too evil, I'm evolving, I'm too different, people can't handle my energy, my aura, whatever. Relax, man, you are not the main character in other people's lives, just to be clear. Sometimes people are simply busy, relationships naturally fade, your energy changes too, and maybe you become overly obsessed with yourself without even realizing it. The goal isn't paranoia, obviously. The goal is understanding that growth always has a social cost. When you truly change, you discover something painful. Some people love the access they had to you, not necessarily the person you were becoming, but despite that, you still have to continue. Because betraying your growth just to make other people comfortable eventually destroys you from the inside. And maybe real maturity is accepting that some people were only meant to walk beside you for one chapter of your life, not the entire story.